So this will be just a brief review of some concepts you should have learned back in 5th and 6th grade. We're going to talk about perimeter. I'm going to briefly talk about area of rectangles because that's going to be something that you are going to explore a little bit deeper in following activity. So for this you need that perimeter review worksheet, and along the top you have the definition for perimeter there. You need to write this down. Perimeter just simply is the total distance around an object. That word total, you should remember, would mean add. So looking at our examples here, if I'm going to find the perimeter of this shape right here, I'm going to add up all the sides. Now, sometimes you'll have an object and all the sides will not be listed. That's okay. If this is a rectangle, we need to remember that this side on the left is 10, and this side down here is 8. We know that this over here is 10 and this is 8 because remember in a rectangle the top and the bottom have the same length and the two sides have the same length. So if I were to find the perimeter here, it would very simply, there'd be a couple different ways I could do it, but the easiest way would just be to go around. So I'm going to go on the top and go clockwise. So the top is 8 plus 10 plus 8 for the bottom plus 10 for the left side there. So perimeter equals 8 plus 10 is 18. 18 and 18 is 36. We're going to write the word units. We don't have units, so you can either put a U or units. I'm going to stress that it's going to be very important throughout this chapter that you have, at least if there are no units, write the word units. There is a different way I could have done this. A little bit faster way maybe in some cases, depending on how big the shape is. Maybe not in this case, but if you'll notice, I had 8 listed 2 times and 10 listed 2 times. So what I can do here is 8 times 2 and 2 times 10. That's a little trick for finding that's 20. That's a little trick for finding perimeter of a rectangle or of a parallelogram. If you know the top, you know the bottom, you can multiply the base and the height and write them together. So another little shortcut for perimeter of a parallelogram, this applies to more than just rectangles, is if you write, let's do a little arrow here, perimeter equals 2 times the base plus 2 times the height. Okay, let's get into a little bit more compound shape here. For this one, again, a couple different ways I could do this. I'm going to start at the top here with 3 and I'm going to go clockwise all the way around, making sure that I get every single side, because sometimes there'll be one of these sides listed. There is a problem like this in the problems that follow on this sheet here. So we're going to write P for perimeter equals 3 plus this one down here is 2 plus 2 for this one plus 2 for the one all the way on the right plus 2 here plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 down here, and now I'm all the way on the left side. 2 here, and I need one more 2 for this one, and I already had this 3 at the beginning here. Alright, so adding all that up then, 3 and 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus 1 is 12, 12 and 3 is 15, 15 and 1 is 16, 16 and 2 is 18, 20, 22 units. That's a pretty long way. The other way I could have done this is to realize, so let's write or, you don't have to do both of these, you pick one, to count up how many 2's I have, how many 3's I have. I have 3 2 times. I'm giving myself some room here. 3 twice plus how many 2's? I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 2's. And then I have 2 of these 1's. Okay? So when I do the multiplication before addition, this is 6 plus 16 plus 2. 6 plus 16 plus 2. Oops, looks like my math was off up here. So this equals 24. I must have missed a 2 up here. There we go. 24 units. Either that or I counted one too many 2's. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. There we go. That's right. Okay. So, again, some of the problems are a little bit harder than this. This is just a brief overview to give you a review on parameter. One other quick concept here, and that's area. This, again, you're gonna explore this a little bit deeper. But I want to remind you that for a rectangle, you've learned this before. A rectangle is you've had length times width. Might have been one way you referred to it. So on this one, the area equals 8 times 10, which would be 80. And remember, that's units squared. So that's right, U squared. Okay. So just very brief, you don't have to do any area on this activity, but you do need to remember this formula here for when you go to some later activities. So make sure you have that written down, and go ahead and do the rest of the problems on the sheet and get them checked off.